Wow. Hi, this is me, Jomel, live on YouTube Live and on my blog, yesfinanciallyfree.com. I'm broadcasting live on Facebook over here and also YouTube Live. If you are watching me on YouTube, definitely subscribe to my channel and also check out my blog. The blog is yesfinanciallyfree.com, where I always have replays along with a description of what I talk about in the blog. It has great resources, and you can opt into my email list by putting your first name and your email on the right side of my blog, and then you'll get announcements every time I do these live webinars and also cool other information that I have from time to time. I always send to my email list first, so get on that email list and get the goods, right? So today we're going to be talking about 3 ways Warren Buffett gets free money. Yes, it's free money. So it's a good day, good topic. So we're going to talk about that in a little bit. I'm just putting in my Periscope description so that we can get started on Facebook Live, and then we have YouTube Live, Periscope, and then I also do Instagram at the same time to save time. I'm kind of an efficiency because I'll tell you a little bit why I'm so efficient with my time in a little bit. Because, well, I can tell you right now, I'm really efficient with my time because I really value my time. I have lots that I like to do with my time. One of the things I like to do with my time is spend time with my family, get lots of sleep, exercise, go to the beach, go outdoors with my son, hang out with my husband. I like to cook really good food for my family so that we can all eat really healthy. That's another thing I'm really into. I like investing, so I have a lot of things that I like to do. Most important, though, is I like to hang out with my family, especially now with my son. He's so cute, and he's only 4, and I just love him. I just love him so much. I just love to tickle him, cuddle him, toss him around. He's the cutest thing ever. I don't know if you guys have any kids, but God, I just love being a mom. And I know there are a lot of moms who are not as into being moms as me because they don't really stay home. They don't really hang out with their kids. But I love being a mom, like, so much. I just can't even tell you. So yeah, I found a way to quit my job because I was like, forget this job thing. I'm going to be with my son, So that's one of the reasons I ended up doing this business. So, going live. Hi guys, Periscope, YouTube Live, and Facebook Live. We are live. One more live channel and we are good for today. And we're going to start up the topic, which is super cool today. Hi Bailey UG, welcome to the show. Hi Texas Canaan, welcome. Nice to see you again. And you're becoming a regular. Really appreciate you attending these Periscopes. But let me just switch my screen around. Okay. There we go. Put you on a little holder. It's easier for me. Okay, so today's topic is super cool. We're going to be doing AJ2 Basic. We're going to be doing 3 ways that Warren Buffett gets free money. And honestly, when I first learned this, it blew my mind. I was like, God, he's so smart. Warren Buffett is a smart cookie. So I was really excited to talk about it. It'll help me understand it as well. The first time I heard it, I was like, it's like I got blown away, right? I was like, what just happened? What did Warren Buffett do? Holy cow. So it'll be good to do it again with you guys, share it, and then you guys will know what crazy stuff Warren Buffett does. He's a brainiac, man. Okay, so we are online. We are live on all channels now, so let's get started. My name is May Dogalao, like I said. I'm on Facebook Live over here. I'm on Instagram Live, Periscope, and I have YouTube Live on YouTube Live. It's also broadcasting on my blog. My blog is yesfinanciallyfree.com. That's YES FINANCIALLYFREE.com. Okay, so you can always go to that blog, put in your first name and your email. If you haven't done that already, do that now because it gets you on my email list. And my emails are so cool. Sometimes I write really personal emails. And I write things that really help people get financially free, to inspire you. Thanks for being live on Facebook. To inspire you to really create freedom in your life. Now, why is financial freedom so important? Because the more freedom you have, the more time you can spend with your family, the more time you can spend for yourself, like now I take baths almost every day. When I was working a full-time job and I was a mom, and I did this business, I didn't take a bath every day. I don't take it every day, almost every day though now. Hi, show, Jen. So I take care of myself, I groom myself properly. I take nice, relaxing baths. I meditate every day. I exercise. I go get, hi, Edson. Welcome. I go to the dentist. I go to the doctor regularly now. I just take care of myself, and that's something that's really important. I read books. I read books about finances, personal growth. I grow as a person. That's what financial freedom can do for you. You have more time for yourself, right? And since you have more time to rest, recharge, like really think about what is your life's mission, what are you here for, and then you realize what's important to you. For me, it's my husband, my son, my mom. So I spend time with them. I cook meals for them. I play with my son. We go out together. So that to me is why I like financial freedom. Hi, Nancy. So if you're on this and you're interested in financial freedom, you're in the right place, because all I do and all I focus on is how to get people more free time with your money being working for you, and then creating more free time. I know a lot of people are out there and they're talking about making money, but they're talking about doing it actively, like let's go out, make more money, let's become millionaires, let's do this business, and I'm like, no, let's create money with what you got. Right? Hi, Coach Linda. Hi, Bubbles. Welcome. Let's create money with what you have now. Let's make freedom, and let's do it so you have more and more free time. So people don't understand that concept. When I start talking about financial freedom, people do not understand. Wait a minute, I can have more money and more free time, and that's the part that people don't really get, and that's the part that I specialize in. That's what I do. Okay, so let's talk about this. Really, more free time? Is that really true? Well, let me talk about who I am and what happened in my life, and then you can understand. Hi, Gabby. Thanks for the wait. Hi, guys. Thanks so much for coming on. So, let's talk about this. My name, like I said, is May. I live in Honolulu, Hawaii. I used to work a job at a bank. Welcome, Neuros Fitness, and I didn't really like that job there because I had to photocopy. I had to do things I didn't like. Photocopy was the worst one. That's why I can think of it so much. Scanning, which is like photocopying. I like talking to customers. That I still like to do, but I didn't like the mundane parts. Filing. Oh my God, I hated filing. Filing paperwork. It's just I didn't like the job. Okay. So, and what I really wanted to do was be home with my son. He was only, he was born and I was working for the bank, right? And then he was 1, he was 2, he was 3, and I was still at the bank. And then one day when he was 3, there was a school trip, and he went on trick-or-treating. In the United States, we have this thing where you go and you have these little bags and you dress up in a costume and you go trick-or-treating. People give you like snacks and stuff. And we were going trick-or-treating, and dude, I couldn't go with him. All right, it was during the day. I was at work. I couldn't go with him, and I was so upset. I was so upset I couldn't go with him because I really wanted to go see him. He was so cute. Thanks to the heart. And I was like, oh, I want to go with my son and see a trick-or-treating, and I couldn't go. And that was the last straw. I was like, forget this job. If I can't have the freedom to go see my son when I want to see my son, when he's doing something cool, there is no way I'm going to continue doing it. So I ended up putting in my notice the following month, and I said, forget, I didn't say forget this. I said, thank you very much for, all the years of mentoring me and being there, but I'm ready to quit. Basically, I said, HBDC, welcome to Periscope. So I quit my job. I put in my notice, and December 2016 was the last month that I ever worked a job again. After that, I just did my business part-time. I put in a little more hours within my job, and then in August, I took my son out of school. He kept getting sick. We bought a condo in August, too. We went on 5 weeks of vacation in 2007. It was such an amazing thing. I quit my job. We bought a condo, we went on vacation, my business started growing. Hi, Boss Ken, 2010, welcome. My business, basically, I mentor people to become financially free. What that means is I help people do things that they've always wanted to do but can't get themselves to do. Like pay yourself first. You know, the one thing that all rich people do that poor people don't. You know, pay yourself first. I help people do that. I help people figure out how to invest their money for passive income. And I help them get more freedom, more time freedom, more control, more confidence over their own money. So they don't have to listen to other people tell them what to do. Hi, Andre. And you can actually understand what's going on with your money, how to take control of it, and how to make it work for you so that you have really more free time. Revenge. And this is something that usually escapes most people, and this is something that I specialize in. So what do I do most of my days? So right now it's 6:30. I'm in Hawaii. I do these live broadcasts early in the morning before my son wakes up and before my husband wakes up. And then after that, I'm making breakfast, healthy breakfast, and I'm with my son all day. And what I usually do is I take him to the park, we go to the beach, the zoo or the aquarium, and we just hang out. And that's what I do during my day. And then I cook food, and then at night we watch movies a lot. So that's my day. That's what I do. So, and I read books as well. I have accountability partners who help me stay on track with my business and my reading. And so I'm always learning, and I've always also look at investments as well during the day. So that's how I live my life. Okay, I welcome. So here I am here to help you. Now I don't know how you guys are with I don't know how you guys are with money. I don't know why you're here, but I just want to tell you that if you stick with me and you watch my live, you get on my blog, yes, financially free to come, you stick around people who are actually doing the work, you will become financially free. It's inevitable because if you follow people who are doing it and you start gradually doing what they do. You start thinking like they do, and then eventually you will create financial freedom in your life as well. So it's really exciting to be here with you guys today. I'm pretty excited. Hi, Simakova. So let's begin the topic. The topic today is super cool. I just want to share that I was at an options training for 3 days, learning about how to trade options, which, by the way, is not passive income. It's actually very active, but I wanted to learn to be a better investor, so I went to this training. Hello, hi, Dana. Hi, thanks for the heart, guys. Really appreciate it. And during this training, I learned about Warren Buffett and some things he does with options, and it blew my mind. Like, I'm a pretty simple person, I just do really simple things. Once I learn something that makes me passive income, I just keep repeating, do, and then I just build my test. That's all I do. I'm just that simple, okay? So right now we do a lot of real estate trust investing, just buy it and you make dividends. It's pretty easy to do. It's, wash and repeat. So that's what I've been doing. But when I heard about Warren Buffett, I was like, wow, how can you do that? So he can find ways to get free money to invest. And I'm like, how does he do that? And it's like, it blows my mind. So I'm going to share that with you now. So this is 3 ways Warren Buffett gets free money. Okay? So if you don't know this, be prepared to just be like, wow. And if you know this, that's awesome. Spread the word. Share this with your friends and family who don't know this because it's just crazy. It just makes me realize how much spending time to learn investing will really make a big difference in your life. You're going to make way more money if you just spend a little time every day, like half hour a day to learn investing. Hi, Shaq. So let's take a look. So I'm actually going on my blog right now because I have all the information there. So I'm going there right now. So if you're watching this live on my blog, the information is under the video I'm going to be talking about. All right, so let me just get to my post. Blog is yesfinanciallyfree.com. Like I said, definitely check out my blog. All the information is written there too. That's another reason I like my blog. It's a place where I go to get all my stuff. I love my stuff. Hi, Sanchez. Welcome to the live. Thanks for joining in, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate all the hearts. Feel free to tap, give me hearts. I don't even know how you do hearts on Instagram, but I guess you tap it, right? I don't know. It's my guess. Okay. So let me just. Hi, Marshall. Welcome. Okay, so I'm live on my YouTube. Okay. Here we go. First example. Hi, Texas. Welcome. A lot of Texans on here. Cool. I used to live in Texas. I used to live in Dalhart, in Houston. Okay, Coca-Cola. Let's talk about Coca-Cola. Now, I found this out at the options class, which just blew my mind. But here's the deal. At some point in time, I read the article about this options trade that Warren Buffett did, and it was done back. They say it was done in 1993, but it wasn't, because the price of Coca-Cola in 1993 was not $39 a share. But anyway, at one point in time, apparently, Coca-Cola was $39 a share. And hi, Vision, welcome. Nice to see you guys. Coca-Cola was $39 a share, and Warren Buffett wanted to buy Coca-Cola. He thought it was a good investment. If you know anything about Warren Buffett, you know that he has a lot of shares of Coca-Cola. He believes in that company, and it makes him a lot of money. So he wanted to buy it at $35 a share, but it was selling at $39. Now, what I would do before knowing what Warren Buffett does is I would just put in a limit order, right? And that just means telling the market that when it gets to $35 a share, I'll buy it, right? That's what I would do. And I would wait to get to $35 a share and buy it, not make any money in the meantime. Now, Warren Buffett, he's so smart. He's like, okay, I want to buy it at $35 a share. So what I'll do, since I know it's overvalued right now, and since $35 would be a great buy for me, I will sell put options, all right? And we call them naked puts. Hi, Jenner. Basically, what it means is that you sell an option that says, if the stock goes down to $35 a share on this date, I will buy them. And why would anyone want to buy that kind of an option? Is because they're afraid they're $39 a share. They're afraid the stock's going to tank to like below 35. So they're afraid maybe the stock will go down to 30 or 25. So they want to buy your option so that if it does go down below 35, you will buy the stock at 35 and they won't lose so much money. That's one reason, all right, that people would buy these options. So to ensure people against losing money in their Coca-Cola stocks, he was willing to do that because he was willing to buy Coca-Cola at $35 a share and hold it forever, right? Warren Buffett, I guess, does that a lot. So he's like, okay, I've narrowed in Coca-Cola, $35 a share. That's what I want to buy it at. The great thing about selling put options is as soon as you sell the option, you make money, right? How much money did Warren Buffett make? Now, this part really blew my mind, but Warren Buffett has a lot of money to start. You cannot sell a put option like this unless you have the capability to buy the amount of stock you're saying you're putting that option on. So you have to have enough money to handle this kind. You have to have the ability to do these kinds of options. But anyway, he sold 50,000 contracts. So what is a contract? Contract is 100 option, 100 shares of stock. Okay, he's covering 100 shares of stock in one contract, right? So that means for each option he sells, he makes $1.50 per share. All right, $1.50 per share. He sold 50,000 contracts. So how can you tell how much money he made up front selling the contracts before he even bought Coca-Cola, before Coca-Cola really did anything? Okay. He made $1.50 times 100, right? 100 shares times 50,000 contracts, right? So $1.50 times 100 times 50,000 equals $7.5 million. So instead of just putting in a limit order and waiting until he got the price he wanted and buying it, he decides to tell everyone, hey, if it goes to $35 a share, I'll buy it from you. You just have to pay me $1.50 per share. And he sold $7.5 million of these options. So instead of waiting around not making money, he goes and makes $7.5 million and waits for the share to drop. All right? Whoever reading this is beautiful and can achieve anything. Have a nice day. Well, that was real sweet. One of the people put in a nice note in the podcast. Okay, so that just blew my mind right there. I don't know. If you guys know options, this is probably basic for you. But for me, I had never heard of something like this. Because I'm one of those newbie, just quit my job, 2017, finally learning investing, And I was like, oh my God. So you can make money, out of nowhere by selling these option contracts. It's called a put. Put means if the price does go down to a certain level, Warren Buffett would buy your shares at that price. Okay? And the price that he stated in the put contract on the date that the contract expires. All right? So that is what happened there. Now, that's just amazing. Not only did if he wanted to get Coca-Cola 35, if it ever went down, he got it, and he made $7.5 million on top of it. Plus, he made that money up front before anything. So as soon as he sold the put contracts, he made $7.5 million, which he used to invest. Isn't that smart? Doesn't that blow your mind? I was like, oh my God. He did the same thing. This is the second one. He did the same thing for Burlington Northern Santa Fe. All right. So he sold 5.5 million shares, 5.5 million, okay? He sold 5.5 million shares of put contracts on the Burlington Northern Santa Fe, right? Strike price $80, and then he made a ton of money again selling these put contracts, and that's how he bought his shares of Burlington Northern Santa Fe. So what is this telling you? It's telling you that if you have a stock you've narrowed down that you want, it has to have a lot of, you can't do options on just any stock. It has to have a lot of volume. Although I don't know, Warren Buffett has his ways. Maybe he can create his own option. I have no idea. Anyway, in general, you have to have a stock that has a lot of volume. Otherwise, it won't have options available, right? But anyway, and on his scale, the scale that Warren Buffett does, you have to have a lot of money. You have to back up your options. But anyway, he basically finds stock that he wants for his investment firm, and then he sells these put contracts. So if it goes down to the price where he wants to buy it, he'll buy it. But in the meantime, he's making money selling these put contracts. Let's talk about the final example. Example number 3 is S&P 500. Now, S&P 500 index, who isn't invested? Who is not invested in S&P? Everybody likes to invest practically in the S&P 500. So let's take a look. This is an excerpt from his letter to shareholders in 2008. Right? So I'm going to read the letter. We're going to talk about it just to understand what Warren Buffett is doing in it. We have added modestly to the equity put portfolio I described in last year's report. Some of our contracts come due in 15 years and others come due in 20 years. You can have really long-term put contracts, right? We must make a payment to our counterparty at maturity if the reference index to which the put is tied is then below what it was at the inception of the contract. Neither party can elect to settle early. It's only the price on the final day that counts. Okay, so he sold these put contracts that say if the price of this index, okay, is at this price, right, at or is tied then below it, which the put is tied is then below what it was. Okay, so if it's below the price that it was when I started this contract, then I will buy your index fund, right? Your stock. So, and you can only settle with him on that last day. So it has to be low on the last day. All right. So if there's fluctuation in between, if in 15, 20 years there's a stock market crash and then it goes back up, doesn't count. Okay, it's the final day that counts. Hi, you're welcome. So here we go. Here he goes again. So I'm just reading Warren Buffett, which means we're all getting smarter. To illustrate, we might sell 1 billion 15-year put contracts on the S&P 500 when the index is at, say, 1,300, right? If the index is at 1170, which means it's down 10% on the day of maturity, of this put contract, we would pay $100 million. So that was a big risk there, right? He would have to pay out $100 million, right, to buy those index funds, yeah? If it is above 1,300, we owe nothing. We don't have to pay anything. Okay. For us to lose $1 billion, the index would have to go to zero. Okay, the likelihood of the S&P index going to zero is extremely low. Okay, so he felt like that was a measured risk. Hi, MS, Candace, Carter, Denny, welcome. In the meantime, the sale of the put would have delivered us a premium, perhaps 100 million to 150 million. That would be free to invest as we wish. Okay, so there's the part. See, he sells this put, he makes 100 million to 150 million dollars. He doesn't have to do anything on the contract for 15 years in his example. Okay, so he's got 100 million to 150 million, which he can invest as they wish for 15 years. So, you know, Warren Buffett, and he's really good at investing, so that's going to be worth a heck of a lot more money in 15 years. The worst, if the S&P is down by 10% on the day the contract matures in 15 years, they only owe 100 million, and they already made 100 to 150 million already selling the put contract. But that money is already compounded because he's such a good investor. Hi, Paula Resendez. Even if you weren't a good investor and you put it in a savings account, you would still make money. Hi, Zuza. Our put contracts total $37.1 billion at current exchange rates and are spread among four major indices: the S&P 500 in the US, the FTSE 100 in the UK, the Euro Stoxx 50 in Europe, and the Nikkei 225 in Japan. Our first contract comes due on September 9, 2019. Now, he wrote this letter to shareholders back in 2008. Okay, so just so you guys get an idea. Hi, Costa. And our last on January 24, 2028. We have received premiums of $4.9 billion. Money we have invested. Like nuts. Okay, so this is what they actually did. They did 4 put contracts, right? 4 on 4 different indices: S&P 500, FTSE 100 in the UK, Euro Stoxx 50 in Europe, and Nikkei 225. So these are indices that people invest in regularly. You know, if they ever went to zero, the whole world would be in chaos. Okay, so this is like, you know, it's a pretty safe bet that they won't be zero, that they will be worth something, that they probably be worth more in 15 to 20 years. Okay, so that's what Warren Buffett is betting on. So to sell these put contracts up front, right when he sells it, he makes $4.9 billion. All right, $4.9 billion. So you get $4.9 billion. And he starts investing it right away. Gee, $4.9 billion. And he doesn't have to do anything for 15 years, hi Jeffrey Madison, right? Until the put contracts mature. And he might not owe any money at all. And considering the way these indices move, they're probably worth more than what his put contract was. Do you guys see how brilliant he is? I mean, anyway, I'm going to keep reading so I can keep getting smarter. You can keep listening and you'll get smarter too. Okay, so we'll all become really smart investing. Okay. We have received premiums of $4.9 billion, money we have invested. We, meanwhile, have paid nothing since all the expiration dates are far in the future. Nonetheless, we have used Black-Scholes valuation method to record a year-end liability of $10 billion, an amount that will change on every reporting date. I Whiskey Tango, welcome. The 2 financial items, this estimated loss of $10 billion minus the $4.9 billion in premiums we have received means that we have so far reported a mark-to-market loss of $5.1 billion from these contracts. Okay, so he's using the Black-Scholes to estimate how much money that they would lose. You know, he's estimating a loss of $10 billion per year. Hi, Brittany. Hi, welcome. I don't know who Jimmy is. Okay. One point about our contract that is sometimes not understood. For us to lose the full 37.1 billion we have at risk, all stocks in all four indices would have to go to zero on their various termination dates. And the likelihood that they would go to zero is very small. Okay, that all these major indices would be zero on the date to terminate the contract. Not going to happen, right? Has it ever happened? Okay, all indices, right? If, however, for example, as an example, all indices fell, hi Tom City, all indices fell 25% from their value at the inception of each contract, and exchange rate sticks to the heart, and foreign exchange rates remain as they are today, we would owe about $9 billion, and that would be payable between 2019 and 2028. Between the inception of the contract and those dates, we would have held the 4.9 billion premium and earned investment income. Hi, Tab Tom 2, welcome. So there you have it. All right, that's how Warren Buffett creates free money out of like nothing. Like, it's just crazy, right? I mean, he just sells these put contracts on major indices where the likelihood of them going to zero is like nothing. So he sold options and gains. He insured the amount he could possibly owed and reinvested the balance. Yes, he sold options. He got the money from selling the options, all right, upfront, immediately, right? The options last 15 to 20 years. So he doesn't have to do anything about the options for 15 to 20 years. On the records, they show themselves having a loss. However, that's an estimated loss. Okay, they haven't taken the loss yet. All right, and there's no knowing if they will because you have to wait 15 to 20 years. However, in order for them to take a loss, the index that they sold the option on would have to drop below what it is on the day he sold those put options, and the likelihood of it being lower in 15 to 20 years. I mean, what do you think? Unless there's a market crash, right? Now, if there's a market crash, is it going to go all the way down to zero? Highly unlikely all the indices would go all the way to zero, right? So it's still a risk, but it's a measured risk, yeah? Now, if the indices go down, and he said if they go down 25%, they would owe $9 billion. But they would take a loss if it went down 25%. However, they had 10 to 15 years to invest $4.9 billion. Okay, and knowing Warren Buffett, hi Evindar, knowing Warren Buffett, in 15 to 20 years, $4.9 billion is probably worth way more than what he invested for. So basically, he's getting money up front to invest with, and he's a good investor. So to him, that's not much of a risk. If you're not a good investor, obviously this might not be a good method for you, but he's good at investing. Hello, hi Ahmed, hi Vindar. So he takes that money and then he invests it for 15 to 20 years, makes money on that, and then the put contracts come due, and if the index is more than what his strike price was, then he doesn't owe any money and he got the money free. Does that make sense to you guys? And if it is lower, he actually buys the indices at a discount. So in the end, he might win, because if he bought it at a discount and it's less than what it was worth 15 to 20 years ago, it's probably going to go up again, and he probably got it for a good price. Hi, Tanir, welcome. Okay, so that's the three ways that Warren Buffett makes free money. It's just learning that. Is there an investment for dummies? Is there an investment for dummies? I don't know what you mean exactly, but you can go to yesfinanciallyfree.com and get on my email list. And I'm not a dummy, but I'm not super savvy like Warren Buffett. Okay, I will take that back. I am super savvy, just like Warren Buffett. Blue Collar 73, welcome. I just haven't realized my full potential yet and made the $1 billion. But anyway, yesfinanciallyfree.com is a blog where I put down all things that I do, and I'm just a mom. I'm a mom who used to work as an assistant at a bank, right? And I wasn't a banker, I was the assistant. Okay, so I was photocopying, the filing, and scanning. When it comes to investing, I'm sure you're not that dumb. Shock, cold consulting. Hi, Travis and Akar, welcome. If you go to my blog, yesfinanciallyfree.com, and you can go on my profile. So if you're on Periscope, go to my profile, click on the link. You'll get on my email list, and I email out my blog posts every week. Okay. My blog has a place called yesfinanciallyfree.com/map, and it has what I've done over the years to create passive income. What I've done is pretty simple. All right, it's simpler than Warren Buffett. But what Warren Buffett just did now is not that hard to do. You have to have capacity. Okay, so Warren Buffett sold put options on these stocks. He has to have enough money to back up his put. All right, and he does. He does. High winner 42. So if you're going to do this, what Warren Buffett did, you probably won't be able to do it on such a large scale. But you could totally do it too. You could sell puts. You have to practice for a while and then get approved by your brokerage. But some brokerages will just let you have the ability to sell put options. You could find an index like the S&P, the Nikkei 225, the Euro Stock, the TSE 100. You can do the same thing he did and sell put options on it long term. But not as many, because you probably don't have billions of dollars. But you could still sell a couple, and start there. I mean, how hard is that, right? How hard is that? Right? So I learned this not long ago. I applied at my brokerage company to do options. So once you get approved, dude, I don't know. It's not that hard to do. You just sell a put option. I mean, you have to figure out, what is the value of the index now and how much you can go down. Once you invest in Snapchat, we're a little nervous. Like I said, go to yesfinanciallyfree.com and read some of my blog posts. They're very informative and they're just really easy to understand. They talk about investing. If you want more advice, like one-on-one, you can join one of my paid programs. There's Finance Freedom Training Live, which is $197 a month. You get a finance freedom coach that walks you through everything once a month, and you get recorded lessons every week, 40-minute lessons every week. Sure, and that's a paid program you could do if you want someone to help you personally. Because we have that too. If you want to do it yourself, go to yesfinanciallyfree.com, read the articles. If you want someone to step you through it, you could do that for a couple months while you get comfortable. $197 a month, and learn the skills you need to do basic things. And then you can invest. It's not too hard to invest. The hardest thing for people is to save. Like people are like, I don't have money to save. That's the hardest thing for people is saving money. But investing, most people, once you start learning, it's not too hard. It's just people don't take that first step. They're afraid, they're nervous. You don't have to be nervous or afraid. You just have to take that first step. Right? Isn't it Lao Tzu who said a journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step or something like that? He has some very, very wise saying, right? And it's really true. When I first started my journey to financial freedom, I get really gung ho about things. So when I started my journey to financial freedom, I was like, financially free. I just went for it. But even then, when I found my first high yield paying dividend stock, like it paid 16% or 14, something like that. I found a stock recommended by Smart Money magazine at the time that paid 14 to 16%. And I didn't believe it. I didn't believe it. It was funny. So I watched it. I just looked at it for like 3 months. And then finally I invested a little bit of money. I think I put in a couple $100 maybe. It doesn't take a lot of money to start investing. And then I had waited like 3 months because it pays quarterly. And then it paid me my first dividend. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is real. You can actually make money buying stocks and just letting them pay you. And ever since then, I've been investing in dividend yielding stocks and getting paid dividends and paying myself monthly. I started reinvesting it at first, but then I started just paying myself. Because you have to start paying yourself your passive income or your lifestyle will never change, right? If you don't learn to pay yourself, you don't understand how to handle tax consequences, you don't understand what it feels like for your money to make you money. You need to practice that. practice it. And as you make more money, you have more flexibility in your life. Like I quit my job, right? We were making about $500 a month and I quit my job. That was enough for me to quit because there was tax savings involved, and all kinds of factors. So depending on everybody, you have different factors governing your life. But passive income generation can change your life forever. And it can start now, before you're old, or even if you're old, it can start now, while you're old, whatever age you are, you can start. It doesn't take a lot of, it's not too hard to do. You don't have to be Warren Buffett, although you can learn from him. What he did wasn't rocket science, guys. I mean, what I just told you about, I understand it. If you guys understand what I'm saying, it wasn't that hard to understand. And even if you didn't understand it, at least now you know that there's something out there I can learn, right? And if you focus like a week or two on it, you would understand it. It's not like it's rocket science. But people who have time, which is why financial freedom is so important, you can actually learn these strategies, right? And it's not that hard to do, right? I mean, it's taking me time to start to have to like apply for options, trading and figure out how to get there. But other than that, I mean, I don't have $1 billion to work with, but you guys understand. You can totally start investing. So I'm going to end there. Yes, financiallyfree.com is my blog. There's a replay of this, and all of the information I read to you is on my blog. So go ahead and check out my blog. Join my email list. Put in your first name and your email address. And then you'll be on it. You can unsubscribe anytime if you don't want to be on it. But I send about like maybe one email. I send out one email a day during the week. And the weekend I don't really send out emails usually. They're always good stuff. So, get on my email list and just go for it. Become financially free, become an investor. Live a better lifestyle. That's what we're here for. So thank you for being on live. Really appreciate it. If you're on Periscope, follow me. Swipe through it, follow me. Give me lots of hearts. I love that stuff. Share it with your followers. If you're on Instagram, Nate Shaw, Consulting. Yeah, just opt into the email list. Check out the blog. You'll like it. If you want a paid service, let me know. We'll hook you up. Instagram, thank you for being Instagram followers. Really appreciate you. Thanks for joining live or watching the replay. Click on the link in the profile, put in your name, email, get on my list, right? And check out all the stuff I have. It's really awesome. Thank you, love. Facebook Live, thanks for being on. So appreciate you. Thank you. And as well, click the link in the profile. Get on my email list. Talk to me. Hi, Douglas. Welcome. Thanks for the heart. And finally, YouTube Live. Really appreciate everyone on YouTube Live. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you're on my blog, thank you for visiting my blog. I appreciate it. Share this with your friends. I mean, this was a cool topic. Like I said, when I learned it, it blew my mind. I just learned it a month ago. So definitely, share this with people. Watch the replay if you missed it, because it will blow your mind. It blew my mind. So have a great day, guys. Aloha. Aloha. See you all next week, Wednesday, if not sooner. Thank you so much for being on live. Trying to get my Periscope to end. That's funny. We will see. Don't go. Someone's like, don't go. Stay. I might have to stay. I can't seem to figure out how to turn it off. I guess so. Bye, guys, on my blog.